Meet Bruce. A couple of weekends ago at the DC Takeover Festival, I let a load of people have a go at hammering this wonderful 16-inch crash. Now, it was won in the raffle by a gentleman called Bruce. Now I need to correct a few wrongs and finish it for him. Should we give it a listen? Very tinny, but let's see what we can do. So ultimately, I have no idea when the camera turned off. Not really sure why you spend all this money on equipment when it just does what it wants. But I've managed to put the shape into the cymbal. I'm fairly happy with it, to be honest. It was a lot more difficult than I anticipated. It was definitely not how I would normally start a cymbal. The logic was there, just when you have different people hitting different ways. Here we are. I'm gonna stick it on here. We'll have a little listen how it is now, and then I'll get it on the lathe. Sounds a bit dead at the minute. Well, let's just see how it goes on the lathe. We'll take it from there. I'm gonna lathe away the bell and the edge, and then I've got something a little special for you. Now, I actually really like the effect it's had on it. It's quite hard to see on the camera, but it's turned the unlathed crust really, really dark. It seems to have done nothing for the outside, although I know it has, so I'm gonna let it carry on. Let it carry on, see how dark it can get, and then I'm gonna just lathe off the actual dark crust that I no longer want or need to see. Right, let's let this rest and we'll come back to it. Here we are with a Bruce update. So as happy as I am with the sort of overall shape, considering it definitely wasn't started the way I expected it to be started, the sound is all right. Got a nice high tone to it, it's lovely. But then here comes this dull undertone that I don't like, Bruce won't like, you won't like. So what I've done, I've placed it on a flat surface and I've identified this side and this side are slightly higher and they don't sit flat on the desk. Now I'm going to try something in these two areas where they do sit. It's just tighten it up either side and then see what happens. Can't see how that's made any difference, but let's give it a sound test. See, it's there. It's got a nice high, the undertone. It's definitely a lot less. I'm going to get it on a flat surface and see how it behaves. Okay, good, but no cigar at this time. It is definitely sitting better. It definitely sounded better. I'm just going to go over it again. A couple harder hits, maybe a little bit wider spread this time, and then see how we get on. Let's test that sound. Still there, but let's go again. Round 3. This time, again, it was pretty much the same. I'm going to do it a little bit tighter up in and around that bell. Still slightly wider, but won't come down as far, and hopefully that will bring it all up nicely together. Sound test. Obviously, this will need time to rest, so I'll approach it on another day. Maybe I should just leave it and see how it settles. I mean, when it settles down, that could be gone. Lathe off top and a little bit underneath again, and it will sound different again. So let's go put it on the wood and see if we need another round. From the original crash though, it's quite nice. Okay, Bruce, I am getting a little bit concerned. I'm going to start undoing a lot of what I have done. Here and here, where it's not raised, it does seem quite nice and flat. Here and here, still has a slight edge to it. I'm going to go over it a couple more times, this time a little bit further out, but focusing on a few more hits closer together to keep it tighter. I'm going to listen to it and then going to let it rest. I don't want to go too mad when I don't need to. Let's give it a little sound test, and then all we can do is let it rest. See, it seems here more than ever. I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to do it any further. I'm going to let it rest and then see how it seems. Here we are again. But to be honest, going a little bit further out seems to undo what I did, which is, you know, it's fine. It's all part of the process that we're going through. I'm just going to tighten it back up all around the bell. I'm going to go around each section, and then hopefully these sides here will then bring it back up again. It's just not playing games. No, it is playing games. It's just not playing ball. Not sure. Very concerned. I'm going past the point of no return. Do a couple more to tighten it up here and here, and then we'll give it a little sound test. Still there. Trust your instincts, let it rest. I refuse to accept process in this case. I'm going to do some burnishing, or blunt lathing if you like, and hopefully that can push it back into place. Something somewhere not liking the process. My guess, just here. I'm going to whack it with a hammer and come back. Here we are, I've hit it, found the weak spot, it's got a bit of strength in it, so let's just see how this is going to react. What I think I need to do, ultimately, step away, because we're not going to be friends at the end of this. So, Bruce, for now. See, I'm doing the one thing here that I probably know I shouldn't be doing, and it's knowing when to quit. I can't even put my camera straight. But there's a big area here that's completely gone soft. So let's take our time, build that strength back in. Just going to go check what areas now are flattest and rework in that small little area again, because realistically it should be pulling it tighter, pulling it up, but it's not. Round 6, 7, we got my areas. They're a lot tighter this time because if anything, I've made the gaps wider, but let's carry on. Trust the process. That actually looks a little bit better than what it did a second ago, so that's something. I have to let it rest, and then I will come back, so it's going to be another day. So here we are, I've come back. What's this, round 10 for Bruce? I've had to address the council of Cymbal Smith. So I've spoken to my friend and mentor, Dave Collingwood, because all I was doing was just pushing this and pushing this further away from where I want it to be. What he's advised, invert the cymbal, as you can see. That's what I've done here, and sort of just do some top hammering, flip it the other way around, lave off the bottom, get some of the body back into shape, and then see where we go from there. So I'm going to implement, I'm going to do it, and just see how we get on. So just done it all again, gone back on the lathe, thinned it out, and to be fair, it did pop out of its shape a lot easier that time. So hopefully a couple more rounds, we'll see where we are. I'm going to do this a couple of times, in and out, taking weight off. I won't get clips every time, so you just have to assume you know what's happening next, okay? Bruce's cymbal, round 15, whatever it might be. Now, I've had to have some proper and long conversations with some fairly reputable cymbal smiths of how this can be salvaged, because it's a pattern of keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, whatever the madness saying is. So I've just been advised to hammer around this area quite heavy. As I get closer to the middle, go lighter, and then not really on the area where I think the infected bit is. I've marked out half the cymbal which needs to work, and probably the areas where it need it hitting most. So I'm just going to continue, and then we'll go from there. It's probably not supposed to look crumpled like that, but you know. So I've checked it again, and it's still not sitting flat, but what I have done is been able to bring back around a cymbal shape that I'm quite happy with. I'm now going to hammer again in the areas that I'd call flat and touching a surface, so hopefully the other sides will raise up. I'm only going to go so far, and then I'm going to check it and we'll sort of go again. So I made it a little bit flatter. There's actually a larger section now which is touching the floor or the wood, so I'm just going to do the same technique, stop and retest. Okay, so that was pretty much the same result, so I'm going to do it again and test it again. Pretty much getting the same result. Now I'm going to do it again, this time slightly wider, and I'm going to make slightly wider hammer hits, and I am going to hammer up towards the bell now. I'm just going to do some lighter hits as we get there. I'm now at a point where I don't know whether what I'm doing now is going to change anything. If you can see closely, it's still up on one side. So this has now become experimental. I'm very much just going to do a load of top hammering while it's inside out, trying to create something. I'm going to keep the hammer hits as far apart as I possibly can, and we're just going to have to see how I can get on. Around the bell it's quite flat, so I'm going to sort of just kind of do the outer. Turning it inside out has actually done wonders for the shape. It's quite good, it looks as it should. However, I'm now faced with these little pockets of weakness that, I mean, one strike there could sort it out. A couple of strategic strikes is what I'm now going for. I mean, the shape is so much better, but it's now full of weak points and places. Bruce, give a cymbal away in a raffle and spend this much time in it. I won't hammer you, Bruce. Fair play, mate. I've had a real challenge on my hands here. I feel like I've bent that by doing that. It's time to let you rest. So there it is. I'm going to call it the famous Bruce cymbal. I'd love to say I had as much fun making it as I did, but as you can tell, probably throughout this process, it has been a real challenge. I'm used to hammering cymbals that have got a bit more weight to them. To be able to rectify this and try and save it, I've had to lathe it thin to give me something more to work with. Now, you know I've been struggling. I have actually reached out to Bruce instead of just going, there's a cymbal for you, mate. I've said, what do you like? What do you play? What's your sort of style? Luckily, and I mean by pure luck, he's a metal drummer and he likes a sort of trashier, thrashier sort of cymbal. So he's actually said that this will fit well in his setup. Now, I've done him a couple of extra pieces, as you can see, or not see. It's called the Bruce. The lighting doesn't really bring it out too well. But let's just give it a listen and see how it sounds. Quite unique, very thrashy, very trashy. Now, if you want to sort of see more on this, my mailing list is the place to be. Not necessarily the cymbal, but anything I do. And you can always catch me at drum shows, the UK drum show being one of them. Get on my mailing list to stay in the loop. Links are all in the website, and I'll see you soon. Safe.